Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to another Monday Night Raw review. This one's for December 21st, 2015. Tonight was the Slammy Awards, so I did not review any of the matches. I'll go over some of the matches. I won't review them in great detail because they all sucked, like always. But the show opens up with Stephanie coming out talking about the Slammies, saying how she's excited and nothing's going to ruin her mood. And then Roman Reigns comes down to celebrate his championship win last week. It's the Slammies. Stephanie's celebrating the Slammies. Roman's celebrating the WWE Championship. Everybody's happy. And then an Amber Alert came on, and I didn't hear the whole fucking segment. So I don't know what they said, but I could see their facial expressions. Didn't look good. I could read Stephanie's lips saying, "Get the hell out of my ring," a lot. Eventually it came back on, and she's still trying to get him out of the ring. And then he's like, you guys want to see her get really mad? He turns around and just completely ignores her. He walks out of the ring, gets back in the crowd, and walks back up from where he comes out. And she just gets pissed off. And she says that his family is going to pay for that. So she announces 2 matches for the evening. The Usos versus the New Day in a 2-on-3 tag match, which, stupid. And then Dean Ambrose versus Sheamus in a steel cage. Probably the better match of the night, but it took a steel cage to make it a better match. Right after that, Dolph Ziggler comes out to present the Breakout Star of the Year. The nominees for this were Kevin Owens, Neville, Charlotte, Tyler Breeze, and Braun Strowman. Neville wins, and he comes out and he's like, he did not expect it. I guarantee everybody expected Kevin Owens to win. Maybe Charlotte and Braun Strowman. But Kevin Owens probably should have won this. As Neville's giving his speech, Kevin Owens comes out and he's like, just go back to the locker room. You already got your award. Just get out of here. And he rants about how he should have won instead. And he sees Dolph Ziggler laughing. And he's like, what are you laughing about? You wouldn't have won. The only award you can win is Has-Been of the Year. And then Dolph attacks him and they brawl. This next match is the only match I will go into great detail because it was literally terrible. Kane returns. Whoop-de-doo. He comes back to fight Bray Wyatt. That match literally ended in 30 seconds because he got attacked by the rest of the Wyatt family. And then the Dudleys and Tommy Dreamer come out to help him. And then it goes to a commercial. And when the commercial comes back, it's a 4-on-4 tag match. And then that match ends in 4 minutes after that. So it was off to a great night. The next award was the LOL Moment of the Year, and Santino Marella returned to present it. The nominees were Edge and Christian for the Kazoo segment with the New Day, the Bushwhackers Hall of Fame induction ceremony, Miz's penis commercial when he, it was a while ago, it's for erectile dysfunction, Triple H's dance with the New Day, and R-Truth's Money in the Bank confusion when he came out and cut a promo, but he wasn't even in the match. R-Truth wins. Santino says, you guys don't want to see R-Truth. I'll accept the award because I'm much funnier. I'll go give it to him, maybe. Truth comes out and they chase Santino backstage and don't know what happened. They just run backstage. The next award was the Oh My God Moment of the Year, and it was presented by Paul Heyman. They were in Minneapolis, Minnesota, home state of Brock Lesnar, and he says that except for the Diva of the Year and LOL Moment of the Year, Brock Lesnar should win every single award, which kind of is true. The nominees were Seth Rollins cashing in at WrestleMania, Brock Lesnar's anger the day after WrestleMania, Kalisto's Salida del Sol off the ladder at TLC, the Wyatts jumping Undertaker at Hell in a Cell, and Sheamus' cash in on Roman Reigns at Survivor Series. Kalisto wins. I did not think Kalisto was going to win. Did not think it. I honestly thought Seth was going to win because that was probably the greatest. That was probably the best moment of 2015. Seth cashing in at WrestleMania and winning. I don't know anything better that happened this year. He comes out, cuts a little promo, and then goes back. Stephanie comes out to present Superstar of the Year, which I didn't expect in the middle of the show. For the first time ever, every single superstar was available to be voted for. And she goes over some of the nominees, like some of the big names, like Roman Reigns, Sheamus, Brock Lesnar, Undertaker, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, the whole New Day, which was amazing. I think they should have won until I tell you who did win. I don't think any divas were in it. I mean, I guess Superstar of the Year, they have Diva of the Year, but they only had one. I mean, they kind of could have been in anything, but yeah. So she announces the winner, Seth freaking Rollins, and they play his music, and he makes it all dramatic and doesn't come out right away, and he waits about 2 minutes, and then he crutches his ass out to a huge pop. Everybody's excited that he's there. When he comes back, he's definitely gonna be a face. Definitely, nobody's gonna hate him. When he comes back, it's gonna be amazing. He says when he gets back, he's going to do everything he said he was going to do before the injury happened. He's going to take back what he never lost, and that Roman Reigns is just holding it for him until he gets back. Mark Henry came out to present the Hero in All of Us Award. Now, I didn't see all of the nominees, but I know John Cena, Titus O'Neil, I think they said The Big Show was one of them. This was mainly for people doing good things outside of the WWE. John Cena obviously won this. I mean, it could have came down to John Cena or Titus O'Neil because they're probably the most respectful, give-backy people in the WWE. But I think mainly because John Cena has been doing it for so much longer than Titus O'Neil, and he hit his 500th win this year. It was obvious John Cena was going to win. But he isn't there to accept the award. But it's announced that John Cena will be returning to fight Alberto Del Rio next week on Raw. Santa Claus comes out, and everybody was hoping it was the Santa Claus Mick Foley from the earlier the night, but it ends up being Bo Dallas, and he presents the Return of the Year. And the nominees were the Dudleys, the Chris Jericho, Alberto Del Rio, Kane, and Sting. Sting wins. He isn't there. Mark Henry accepted for him. I mean, Bo Dallas accepted for him. R-Truth comes out to present Diva of the Year. The nominees were Nikki Bella, Naomi, Paige, Sasha Banks, and Charlotte. Now, I honestly think Sasha Banks should have won this award. But Paige wins. He yells Paige. And then he pulls, I guess, in real life world, they had a mishap at the Miss Universe or Miss America pageant. It's one of those kind of pageants where they named the wrong girl and then they had to pretty much embarrass the shit out of the girl. R-Truth did that with Paige. He's like, I was just kidding. I was wrong. Nikki Bella wins. Nikki comes out. Paige and Nikki hug, which, rest in peace, kayfabe. They hug, and she dedicates the award to every single fighting woman and strong woman and no shit taking woman out there. So it was decent. I think Sasha honestly should have won, but I don't know. Who am I? I mean, I didn't vote for anything, so I can't judge. The Miz comes out to present the This Is Awesome Moment of the Year. The nominees were Brock Lesnar when he destroyed Jamie Noble's car, Randy Orton when he did the the curb stomp reverse into a RKO, Stephanie announcing the Divas Revolution, and Charlotte, Becky, and Sasha coming down and putting all three Team Bella members into a submission. the Shield reunion at Payback when they Dean, Seth, and Roman powerbombed Randy Orton through the table, and The Rock and Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania. Now, if The Rock and Ronda Rousey was not a nominee, I honestly think the Shield reunion would have won, and it would have been really cool to see all 3 Shield members come down to accept the award. It would have been cool. But instead, Rock and Rousey win. They aren't there. Obviously, Miz accepts the award for him. And then, the last award of the night, Ric Flair presents Match of the Year. And the nominees are Cena, Lesnar, and Rollins triple threat match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at the Royal Rumble. Sting versus Triple H at WrestleMania. Kevin Owens versus John Cena. I don't think it was on Raw. I know it was on a pay-per-view. Don't remember it. Roman and Ziggler versus... Oh, yeah. Roman, Ziggler, Owens, and Del Rio in the Fatal 4 first number 1 contenders match, which was like the week before Seth Rollins got hurt. The week before the tournament was made. So that match. Taker versus Lesnar at Hell in a Cell. Taker versus Lesnar wins. Brock Lesnar's music hits, but Paul Heyman comes out. He says that there is nobody in that locker room who has the balls enough to take on Brock Lesnar. And he wants to set that challenge that anybody can fight Brock Lesnar. Anybody can. Like, just the night before, he fought Del Rio. But it wasn't televised. It was for the United States Championship. If it was televised, he probably would have won the title. But it wasn't, and the League of Nations interfered. And he congratulates Taker for being a man and fighting Brock Lesnar not once, but 3 times. And that was the end of the show. The 2 matches that Stephanie announced, New Day versus the Usos. Usos steal a win, and Dean Ambrose beats Sheamus. They're both climbing down the cage. They're both literally they're hanging on the cage, but they're at ring level. Like, it's like 2 feet down, and then Dean just drops and he wins. The League of Nations interfered, and then Roman Reigns comes down and helps. Right before the match, the League of Nations jumped the Usos. The League of Nations, they were all 4 there. Wade Barrett had been out with an injury. It just wasn't announced until after Raw last week. He did something to his arm, I think. But the League of Nations were jumping a bunch of people today. They just jumped. They have nothing better to do now that Sheamus doesn't have the title, so they just made him seem like a dominant force. And they jumped a bunch of people. And right before the Dean Ambrose-Sheamus match, they jumped the Usos backstage. So I assume that's what they're just going to be like a faction like the Wyatt family that just jumps people sometimes. The Wyatt family is obviously better. I don't want to see a match between the League of Nations and the Wyatt family at all. That'd be absolutely terrible. Unless it's at Survivor Series next year, but I hope the League of Nations is not around for that long. But yeah, that was Monday Night Raw for December 21st. The Slammies, the return of Seth Rollins, and the return of Santino Marella. It was an okay show. I mean, you can't fuck up an award show, I guess. Even though the matches were kind of shit. I didn't even see them all. I didn't watch any of the matches, really. I mean, I watched the steel cage match, but because it's a steel cage match, those matches are supposed to be good. But yeah, that's all we have for today. Make sure to like and comment, and tell me who you think should have won Superstar of the Year. Knowing that Seth Rollins was, if every superstar was not available and Seth Rollins was not in the running, I don't know who else would win. Like, he comes out and he says, part of me wants to say thank you, but obviously, who's going to pick? Who's going to get picked for Superstar of the Year? And he's absolutely right. They booked him shitty, but he had the best year. He did. You can't give it to Brock Lesnar because he wasn't there. The freaking Usos won Tag Team of the Year, and they were out of action and not seen on TV for 7 months of 2015, and they won Tag Team of the Year somehow. Mainly because we voted. I didn't vote for anybody, but the people voted, and they wanted to see. I don't know why the New Day did not win Tag Team of the Year. New Day should win Tag Team of the Year every year that they're a tag team. They're amazing. I understand that the Usos won last year, but that was before they were around before the New Day started, and then the New Day came along. They should win every year. If they don't win it in 2016, there's something fucking wrong. But yeah, leave a like, comment. Don't forget to subscribe. We're slowly, but we're gaining, which is great. I love it. But thank you guys so much for watching. My name's Camp Counselor Cody, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles.